Good morning. It's 9 a.m. We'll call to order the Board of Public Works and Safety meeting for October 7th. Board, in front of you, you have the meeting minutes from the September 16th regular meeting.
I'll move to approve those minutes.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign, motion carried. Introduction of guests, we have Nate Crowell, Sean Miller, Stephanie Harvey, Anita Akey, Clint Sykes, Rodney Walschlager, Matt Faber, Nikki Marzoff, and Robert Marzoff. Welcome. And we're going to move on to a couple service awards. First, we have Officer Marzoff with the Auburn Police Department. Jeff Jones today. Where's Chief? There he is. I knew he was here. Just want to congratulate you on your 15 years of service to the city of Auburn and your dedication to protecting and serving our community. 15 years is a long milestone, and we have a lot of officers that have 15 plus years on the force right now. So again, congratulations, and it's an honor to present this.
Thank you.
I agree. 15 years in law enforcement these days is a big accomplishment.
You want me to get right up next to Dave here?
Get there, Chief. Congratulations.
Well, thank you, guys. Thank you.
Next one is
Nice.
Water Superintendent Randy Harvey. Sorry, Randy, there's nobody to come up and else to come up and present this to you. So
Corey, you did a good
we can
job.
let Clint. So, yeah, another one, 25 years. Unbelievable milestone. What age were you when you started?
Was I 22?
Yeah,
I
and
think
you've been
22.
superintendent since.
Superintendent since 2009. So
Oh wow.
Yeah.
He was young, but
I was.
appreciate your dedication to the city, providing clean water. I know you guys got a good team. I've been out there working with them as well, and just want to congratulate you.
Thank you very much.
Is there anyone in the public that would like to address the board? Anyone in the public that would like to address the board? Okay, we'll move on. Reports from department heads, building and planning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We have 3 items on the agenda. The first one's the owner of 533 Lay Drive is requesting approval for the termination of a cross-access easement located in the northeast corner of the property. The cross-access easement is not required per our city's UDO.
I will move to approve the termination of the cross-access easement with or at 355 Lay Drive.
Yes, it's 533.
Okay. At 5.
Yeah, that's a correction.
At 533 Lay Drive.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion or questions? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign, motion carried.
And second, the owner of 1308 Garwood Drive is requesting approval for a utility services and easement encroachment agreement permitting the installation of a 6-foot privacy fence inside the rear easement.
I will move to approve the utility service and easement agreement for 1308 Garwood Drive.
Second.
We have a motion, and a second. Any questions or discussion?
I just want to say, I know we talked about this and you went out there. You did a good job on this and making sure it followed through.
Yeah, thank
So
you.
thank you.
It involves several departments within the city.
If there's no other questions or discussion, I'll call for a question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
And last, the owners of Lot 3 and Lot 4 of 4 Willie subdivision Shook Drive are requesting approval for the termination of a cross-access easement between the two properties. NDOT did not approve the State Road 8 access for a cross-access easement. Also, it's not required per our city's UDO.
I will move to approve the termination of easement for Willie.
Second.
We have a motion, and a second. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
All right, thank you.
Nothing from IT this week, nor AES, nor Human Resources, or City Attorney. That brings us to City Engineer.
Morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
3 items this morning. The first one is
Darryl.
in regards to the John Ketchum Drain
Darryl,
reconstruction.
Would you please turn that on?
Sorry.
Thank you, sir.
This is for the John Ketchum Drain reconstruction project with the county. There was some excess funds that the city transferred to the county to pay for consulting fees for that project. That excess was in the amount of $15,460. We did an authorization letter back in February of this year, but there was some information that was provided by the county that was in error. And this letter was to authorize the county to use a portion of those funds back then in February. The new revised letter that we're submitting today would be for the county to use the entire amount of that excess funds to pay for some outstanding drain fees for the John Ketchum Drain. So this request would be to null and void the February 18th authorization letter and then to approve the new updated authorization letter to the county.
I'll make a motion to approve the $15,460 that is in excess of the city funds for the John Ketchum Drain to go towards the outstanding negative balance, contingent upon the county placing the drain on maintenance to collect the remaining $9,958.91.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion, and a second. Any discussion? Questions? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The second item is for our 8th Street parking lot project. This would be Board of Works approval of the drawings and specifications, and then approval to bid. This project would be completed next spring.
I'll move to approve the 8th Street parking lot project, including the drawing specs and approval to bid.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion, and a second. Any discussion or questions? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Thank you. The last item is an interlocal agreement with the Indiana Department of Transportation, along with a waiver document for the temporary use of city streets and roads scheduled in 2026. INDOT is completing an access management project along State Road 8, basically from Touring Drive to Grandstaff. And as part of the project, the city has requested for INDOT to include a water main replacement and other improvements relating to street lighting and stamped concrete medians. In order for the project In order to include those improvements in the project, NDOT seeks to enter into an agreement with the city, which will allow a change to the project scope of the NDOT project and will establish the costs for said improvements, which the city will be responsible for. Those costs have been estimated to be $1,723,501.97. NDOT also is requesting the city's execution of a waiver document for the temporary use of city streets and roads by the public while the NDOT project is ongoing.
I will move.
Oh, did you get the amount?
No, I didn't write.
Could you restate the amount, Daryl, please?
$1,723,501.97.
Thank you.
I'll move to approve the State Road 8 Access Management Project interlocal agreement between the city and NDOT, along with the waiver document. The estimated cost with the project for the city will be $1,723,501.97.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion or questions? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye, pose same sign, motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nothing from the clerk this week, nor fire, so that brings us to the mayor. First item I have for consideration is the HUD 2880 disclosure report. That is a final document required by Okra to wrap up the Okra grant for Memorial Park.
I will move to approve the HUD 2880 disclosure report for the help grant.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion or questions? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye, opposed, same sign, motion carried. The second item I have is the Okra's final inspection project completion form. That also is for the Memorial Park project to finish the closeout of that grant.
I will move to approve Okra's final inspection and completion form.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, post same sign, motion carried. The next document is Okra's certificate of accessibility for the help grant. Excuse me. That is just to ensure that the project's been done in accordance to the terms of Okra.
I will move to approve the certificate of accessibility for Okra.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, post same sign, motion carried. The next item is a Section 3 compliance form, and that is another standard form by Okra needed to close out the Memorial Park grant. And that's a form that collects all the data on Section 3 employees working on the project. The information is required for all CDBG projects and is collected every year on July 31st and then upon completion.
I'll move to approve the Section 3 compliance form.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion or questions? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, post same sign, motion carried. Next, just ask for a blanket approval for the HELP grant and the ACD museum grant. To sign any documents between now and the next Board of Works meeting on October 21st.
I will move to approve a blanket approval for the mayor's signature for the help grant and the ACD museum grant.
Second.
We have a motion, a second. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, post same sign, motion carried. Lastly, I have a invoice from the Maumee River Basin Commission. They in the past have looked at doing a letter of map revision. That kind of got put to the wayside with another development applying prior to. And so now that that development is not moving forward, the Maumee River Basin Commission would like to move forward with the letter of map revision. And this invoice is for 25% in the amount of $9,175 for the city's portion.
I will move to approve the Maumee River Basin Commission report with our cost being $9,175.
Second.
We have a motion, a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Nothing from parks this week, so that brings us to police.
Morning.
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 I have a street closure request for Sanders Drive neighborhood. They're requesting a closure on October 25th from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. This will be Sanders Drive east of Lakeview to the cul-de-sac for a block party.
I'll move to approve the street closure request for Sanders Drive neighborhood block party.
Second.
We have a motion, a second. Any discussion? Questions? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Thank you. And lastly is another street closure request. This is for Big Brothers Big Sisters, as they'll be putting a satellite office in the 200 block of North Main. They're having a grand opening event on October 30th from 5 to 7. And they're requesting to close the 100 block of East 5th Street, where Carve and some other companies will be involved. If they do decide to have alcohol, we'll provide security.
I'll move to approve the street closure request for Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Second.
We have a motion, a second. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
Street.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Street Department would like to request surplusing multiple items that we have at our department, including a dump truck, multiple snow plows that date from the 80s timeframe, a non-functioning leaf vac machine, and an old four-way loader bucket that we have in our facility there and no longer use any of these.
I will move to approve the surplus equipment as listed.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion, a second. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Thank you.
Electric.
Good morning.
Good
Morning.
morning.
We have two items for the board's consideration this morning. First one is an increase to an existing do not exceed 50,000. So once was 25,000 to 75,000 with Buzz Crone and Associates. This is for our wholesale tracking calculations. It's a revision of how it's done to help minimize the large fluctuations we've been seeing for our customers.
I'll move to approve increasing the do not exceed amount from 25,000 to 75,000 with Crone and Associates.
Second.
We have a motion, a second. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
All right, and then our second item is to declare a surplus of failed batteries. There's 6 of them, and then the rack that used to hold them.
I'll move to approve surplusing the old substation batteries and the battery rack.
Second.
We have a motion, a second. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nothing from water this week, so that brings us to WPC.
Good morning.
Morning.
The Water Pollution Control Department has one item for your consideration. Since we bring that item at the beginning of the year for chemicals for the plant, we're asking for an additional appropriation of $30,000 added to that amount for web chemical, just because the unforeseen cost increase, and it's very hard to predict how much we're going to use in chemicals in a year. So with zero budgeting, I really try to get it pretty close, but this year we're going to need a little bit more money to get us through the end of the year, last 3 years.
I will move to approve an increase of 30,000 for the web chemical, for the web chemical company contract.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign, motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll move on to announcements. Just a reminder, tomorrow, October 8th, from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. here in council chambers will be the Downtown Revitalization Plan Public Open House. That is something that's been in process for several months. And then the next Board of Works regular meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, October 21st at 9 a.m.
I will move to adjourn.
Second.
Is there any other business? No. We have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? Meeting adjourned.